Jamieson-Folland, the lifestyle aligner with, there really is always a silver lining. And that's something I spoke last month about, a dilemma that I was having around preserving the indigenous species here in New Zealand, where I live, and the fact that there are so many species actually becoming extinct and will do in my lifetime, which I find really shocking and harsh. And it's very stimulating for me to actually get off my butt and do something, to be proactive in this area, rather than thinking that somebody else is handling that. Especially given that we live on 7 acres in the Wops, which is a place where the predators that are causing most of the problems, like stoats and ferrets and possums and rats, are really ravaging. And the problem is you can't kind of see it from the outside, but it's ravaging the lives of so many of in particular bird life and reptiles, and then that has a knock-on effect all the way through the entire ecosystem. So my dilemma has been, ever since I came to New Zealand, that I knew that there was a problem, but I had no idea how bad it was until recently, when I was recommended by my sister to watch Fight for the Wild, which is a 4-episode documentary detailing the extent of the problem here in New Zealand. And it's terrible, to the point where wonderfully the nation has got on board. Some are with it more than others, but most people are in on the vision of being predator free in New Zealand, which is a huge goal by 2050, you know, being predator free at all ever, but by 2050. So the race is on. At the time of filming, it must be like, what, how many years have we got? We've got 38 to go. 38? No, 28. So time to get cracking. And so the silver lining to me knowing that this means millions and millions of animals being culled to save the indigenous species is the silver lining of the impact that it has on the environment here, obviously allowing the indigenous species to survive. But the knock-on effect that has throughout the entire ecosystem, and we are included in that, it's going to have a massive impact for us on, you know, obvious things like oxygen levels, general well-being, you know, being able to, so much of New Zealand is green. How clean it is again a little overstated, I think, at times, especially given some of the chemicals that can still be used in the environment. But the knock-on effect is enormous, and also that sense of being able to, there is something that we can do. You know, there's a lot of positivity when it comes to being proactive and following our passion. So that's one perspective. What is yours? I'm very curious to hear. And I look forward to seeing you. If I don't hear from you before then, by personal messaging me, you're welcome to do that. I look forward to seeing you on this week's Alive with Fee.